Time's up. Let's do this.
Hello, welcome back. This is Babael. Joining me tonight is Abstract. We bring you yet another round in the MSHL Season 1. This is Game 2 between Seafood Gaming and You Meet Wrong Opponents.
So right here we have the first game that actually being won by yMwo with a really solid team. They have got a Kraken, they have got a Swift Blade, as well as a Moraxis has been running amok since the start to the end of the game, and eventually end the game in 35 minutes. For those people who have who didn't catch the first game, feel free to actually watch the VODs that will be uploaded soon.
Yeah, exactly. So, that said, the banned heroes in this game going to be the Kraken, Fake Kronos, and Magmas as well. All of those are pretty scary themselves. Kraken a little bit more of a respect ban, maybe not respect ban, but targeted ban here against You Meet Wrong Opponents.
So of course the Fate and Magmas has is technically the same as before, except for the fact that they actually banned another hero. If I'm wrong, it was Drunken Master, was it?
Yeah, he was the Drunken Master in the first game that was banned, so might actually rotate back to the Drunken Master. We'll see how that goes, but we have an Engineer being picked up by Team Legion over the first one. Well, I did a bit of a research so far, and I realized both You Meet Wrong Opponents and Seafood Gaming, they are at the bottom of the gold division. So they are at position number 7 and 8. Gsea, rather Seafood Gaming, is at the end of this table.
I see. Alright, so regarding the fact of GC actually got picked up an engineer in the first pick, I respect that because it's been pretty normal. Witch Slayer, I mean Hellborn getting a Witch Slayer is pretty normal as well. So Pebble hasn't really been seen around the scene anymore, is it?
Yep.
There was a little bit of a tweak, was it? Or
yeah, well, sorry, you mean Revenor?
No, Pebbles.
Pebbles, yeah, Pebbles got a bit of a nerf.
Interesting.
So they still pick it up because it's still a very strong Pebbles hero in general. I thought you were talking about Revenor. Revenor is a very interesting pick by Team Hellborn. I haven't seen this hero since HoN to Southeast Asia. And this will bring back a lot of memories, and we see lightning bolts from the sky coming in from Revenor. Gsea is a pretty good support hero in general as well.
Revenor definitely have to be played with an additional support hero in the middle lane. I highly doubt that Witch Slayer will be the one that goes with Revenor. Most probably that they will pick up another support. Let's see what other support we have in this team right now. Okay, I mean, as in on the board. So we do have a Luna. Okay, we have a Luna. We have what else? What other interesting supports do we have here? Andro. Okay, maybe not Andro. We have Pearl. Okay, no, Pearl doesn't really work because it doesn't really have a stun. We have Rhapsody on the team, but not entirely sure if. Oh wait, actually Rhapsody kind of goes well with Revenor from the Arcane Hymn. What do you think?
Yep. Well, generally, I kind of like Blacksmith support. And I want to see a Blacksmith game. Yeah, Blacksmith is just very strong. They got a little bit of a buff to Blacksmith recently, and that's what I like to see coming forward. But none of these gaming teams are picking that up. So they pick up Tempest. That's actually very good. Tempest provides a lot of crowd control, CC as well, in this entire game, and really it will at least provide substantial ganks against the opponent team there. But the only problem that I have with this Tempest pick is that there is an Engineer, and we'll see how that will work out for them.
Yep. So all in all, the first 3 picks has been out right now. Well, we've got Engineer, Pebbles, and Glacius for the Legion, and of course the Hellborn. We've got Revenor, Witch Slayer, and Tempest. So of course Tempest will be automatically relegated to the Hellborn's NC. So that will be pretty normal to see. Of course, Revenor to the middle lane, and Witch Slayer has to be, well, we have to see how it's gonna work for now. Okay, for the Legion, of course, Engineer and Pebbles. Wait, would we see an Engineer and Pebbles? Well, I don't see why not. Engineer and Pebbles in the middle lane. Glacius was, yeah,
Glacius is definitely support.
Yeah, definitely support in the short lane. So, what the Legion is missing right now is a carry hero. Definitely a carry hero. They can put them. Oh wait, sorry, never mind. They can put Swift Blade, he's still on the board. Let's see what else. Maybe not Gemini. Okay, Bushwhack. Bushwhack, because since Bushwhack has been seen around for quite a long time, quite a lot. So why not just throw that name in? And Sandrift. How about Sandrift?
Sandrift is fantastic, but Sandrift, you're gonna have to be a little bit careful of the early game ganks that might happen from HoN team. So we'll definitely have to see how that's gonna work out. But we do see a Dampier, Drunken Master, Wretched Hack, Corrupted Disciple, Bushwhack, and Bubbles being banned. Bubbles being banned is pretty fantastic because that's the kind of hero that is kind of mobile and all. Look at Moon Queen being picked up here. That is the only hero that I was about to say that isn't banned away in this entire list as compared to the first list there. But Moon Queen is good because they at least provide substantial AoE, plus the fact that she kind of pushed the towers quite fast. So we have a pretty scary lineup on Team Legion's side. We have the Engineer Pebbles, Glacius, Moon Queen. What do you think is missing here? Hint, suicide.
Thanks for the hint. Let's see. I do not know, man. I do not know.
Yeah, no idea what's missing.
I have no idea. Maybe they are missing off a Zephyr.
I hope they don't play Zephyr again. Please.
I'm just kidding, man.
No.
How about Rally, bro?
Rally is okay. But really you wanna have a maximum impact off lane here. So I'm thinking Chronos because Chronos is a hard counter against Tempest. And it isn't banned away, I think. Let me check that up for you guys. Sorry, it got banned. So no Chronos, unfortunately for them. Well, they should have anticipated that if it's a Chronos ban, they would pick up the Tempest. So if that's the case, maybe Keeper, but Keeper kind of suck against Tempest these days.
Yeah.
So
okay.
I don't know. I would like to see a Moonra.
A Moonra.
Yeah, Moonra works quite well against Tempest in the early game.
Moonra.
Parasite's good as well.
Parasite, not really for me though.
Hard counter against the Tempest. That's one of
Yes, true, but still not really for me.
So they're gonna go with the Saki Keeper. That's good.
Yeah.
Keeper will have substantial impact in this game, in the early game, but as we progress past the 35 minutes mark, that's where you start to see that Keeper of the Forest really have an absurdly long cooldown, and that is really not able to cut it against the Tempest. Plus the fact that Tempest, you know, with Portal Key and farming in the jungle a lot faster than the Keeper. That's why I say Tempest is kind of favored over the Keeper. That said, they will pick a last pick Moraxus, just like the previous game. That's going to be a bit of a previous game, yeah, mid lane Moraxus, that's going to happen as well. And we do see the same Witch Slayer. So it would be pretty interesting to see how this lineup's going to work out here. But I do like the Revenor a lot, and I hope that they will be able to snowball with Revenor in the off lane.
Yeah, so Revenor off lane solo. Not entirely sure if that works.
Why are you whispering? Are you there?
No, I'm not here at all.
Moraxus can be in the off lane, it can be in the short lane, it can be in the mid lane. It's just a very viable hero, but now it's a El Diablo skin. I like that a lot. Let's just go through the players as well as teams here. On Team Legion is Seafood Gaming, Washer and Tao playing in blue spot onto the Pebbles. We also got Moon Queen playing as the Moon Queen being played by TSK there, and Keep Out Forest being played by Nyok. Finzi onto the Glaciers, last but not least Minuano onto the Engineer. And in Hellbound team we have You Meet Wrong Opponents, and they are the El Diablo being played by Leon2835, and we got Kiyik onto the Moraxus, Shanal onto the Swiftblade, and Amy V Secrets there onto the Witchler. Last but not least Tempest being played by Newwood Luffy.
Newwood Luffy. Kind of nice name. Wait, is it Luffy or is it Luffy? Oh, I will call it Luffy. But anyways,
I like to call it Luffy because of the Japanese anime manga top hit secret One Piece. So
it's pronounced as Luffy, by the way.
I call it Luffy.
I see. But anyways,
do you have a problem with my pronunciation, bro?
Apparently, yes, bro.
No.
Okay, let's get back into this
That's
game right now.
what makes me mad. Alright. No
I'm pretty
joke.
sure that you want to kill me right now.
No, I don't. I'm cool. So we have pretty standard laning for the Legion team. Definitely Pebbles will go mid. We're also looking at Moon Queen down south here, and given the fact that they like tri-lane so much, we might just see 2 support with Moon Queen. But if that doesn't happen, Engineer will go to the mid lane. That's a top lane will be Keeper by himself. And Revenor seems like he is actually going to the mid. There we go.
And one supporting him.
Like I said before, Revenor can be in the mid lane. It happens. So nothing surprising, guys. Just because you are from Southeast Asia, just like me, doesn't mean that you are not. It doesn't excuse you from the fact that you have to be obsolete and not familiar with the bigger meta in the international scene. But that's fine. So down south here, Witch Lair, Moraxis. So they rotated the lanes a little bit. They're expecting a tri lane here. Engineer, Glacius. Aha. And because of Witch Lair, oh my god, this hope is gonna be left without hope right now. Witch Lair gets so ganked. Here comes Moraxis, might provide some space there. The CAC is not level up, and Moon Queen comes in, might pick up the kill. There we go, bloodless, easy stuff. Moraxis now turns to Ice Statue, runs in opposite direction. That's not where home is, but he knows better. He will be fine.
So, middle lane. Revenor versus Pebbles. Pebbles currently at level 2 and Revenor is at level 1. Of course, no one is supporting Revenor, so he would not get the kills on the Pebbles, especially since Pebbles is like pretty beefy in early game. So Keep It a Forest against a Swift Blade. I'm not entirely sure about that lineup because Swift Blade. It's nice to know that Swift Blade can actually initiate early kills, since Blade Frenzy does deal like heck a lot of damage. But against a Keep It a Forest that have a good amount of HP, plus the fact that he can go invisible from Nature's Veil, no, he's not gonna do any. He's not gonna gain any kills at the top lane. So that's one bad thing about putting this Swift Blade at the top lane. But I guess it's all for the better, since Moraxis and this Revenant could gain something valuable in their current lane right now. Although I cannot really say anything, I cannot really guarantee anything just off right now.
Alright, so now they know that Moraxis is gonna solo the bottom lane, because the fact that Wishler being there with dual support is not really gonna cut it for Team Hellborn. They will see a bit of a rotation here, and Temper is still gonna be the jungle, but Wishler will come to the mid lane. The thing is, Wishler is also not gonna accomplish anything here, because this Pebbles is just too tanky, and with Revenor they might try and pick up a kill here, but as you can see, Engineer is also going to rotate all the way here to the mid lane. So it seems like Engineer is just so obsessed with following this Witch Lair that they really want to lock down wherever the support's going to be. Witch Lair actually still going to go up north here and try and provide a bit of support for Swiftblade, but he's not needed here because Swiftblade is already winning the lane without the Witch Lair. Might just stay in the jungle and pull the camps though. That might work. But there's Tempest there, so oof.
Well, there isn't much of an action early in this game right now. We are witnessing Moraxis alone at the bottom lane and might see something. Oh! Really bad Ice Imprisonment onto Moraxis, or rather really good activation of the Arcane Shield at the time. So it's pretty much in Moraxis' favor due to the fact that Ice Imprisonment and Moonbeam is point click abilities. So Moraxis can actually just click on Arcane Shield anytime he damned once, and he can actually get a boost of damage and movement speed.
Right, so now we see Witch Lair pulling the lane here. I think Swiftblade should kind of benefit from this. Yeah, he does have a bit of a stack NC there, and in general this also means that Keep Out Forest might just push out a little bit there. They might want to gang the Keeper though. A bit hard to pick up the kill. That's it. Moraxis down south, gonna get ganked here. Nice stun being landed by Moraxis. He will also pull back effectively, so that is not gonna be a kill for Team Legion. And on the flip side, top lane here, Keeper of the Forest now gonna get ganked up by Swiftblade as well as the Witchler, but there is no mobility on the Witchler, and it seems like Swiftblade will just miss the invisible Keeper. That's why I say it's gonna be pretty futile without any Invis ward.
Yep, that is right. As you can see in the middle lane, we have El Diablo running and chasing onto the Pebbles, and both of them are at level 5. Revenor has got his bottle, and so does Pebbles, so they are on par. Let's take a look in terms of GPM. The both of them are the same, and it's just mini harassments here and there. Revenor with a total of 19 creep kills, and Pebbles with a total of 18 creep kills, so it's pretty evident that the both of them is on par. Top lane, most probably Swiftblade will have a lot more creep kills than Keep Out the Forest, but hey, all Keep Out the Forest have to do is to stay alive all the way until level 6, which I'm pretty sure that he can do that because of Nature's Veil and the beefy amount of HP that he actually have. So bottom lane wise, Moraxis, he is at level 5. He can stay alive all the way. I don't don't see any problem of him surviving at the bottom lane at this point of time. But meanwhile, in the middle lane, I'm expecting something coming in.
Yep,
We got the Glacial Blast and of course the Ice Imprisonment, and there we have the ball lightning right on there. Oh, missing out the Stalagmite Zone. We have the toss.
Wow.
Missing the Keg as well. Our Leon has been really running around, making sure that the
Sidestep
Legion
God.
team- Yeah, we can give him the title. El Diablo, the sidestep god. I'm gonna shout his name.
More like Leon the sidestep god.
Yeah.
It's like,
Well
well done. Good sidestep.
Well,
Sidestep
say
2 skills in general those might have killed him, but because he was able to avoid them, that definitely made sure that he was fine. And in general, Morax's down south level 5 up against level 5 Moon Queen, both of them still doing pretty well. Top lane, it seems like Swiftblade will have the extra level up against that of the Keeper. And mid lane seems like a bit of a mess here, but of course El Diablo is still winning the lane here. So Hellborn team, really, they although they don't have the kill, they still have 600 gold lead so far and are generally just winning the entire lanes except for the lane against the Moon Queen. But that's kind of expected. That's a top lane gang happening there.
So yep, just trying to run away. He does have Nature's Veil up, so he is indivisible at this point of time. Witch Slayer and Tempest around, just around the vicinity. Keeper the Forest is at level 6, so he can actually go down and plant down the roots and get 2 kills. So it doesn't really matter.
Oh, Keeper, big ultimate, there goes Witch Slayer, so close to dying there, but will not die.
Hey.
Oh my god, he still died.
Hey, how did that happen? But meanwhile, at the bottom lane, we have Moraxus trying to run after this Moon Queen. We do have Glaciers trying to back him up, and there goes the Moonbeam onto Moraxus, and beautiful Ice Imprisonment coming in. We do have Ultimate from Moraxus, and of course, Matrax just gonna power onto the charges, and there goes the Moonbeam. Moon Queen stack up the first axe onto him, the second axe. Oh wait, that's not the second. There goes the second axe. One must. Oh no! One last Moonbeam coming in from Moon Queen anytime soon. No mana. Completely no mana.
Oh my god. Okay, so close.
So close indeed. Looks like nothing gained off at the bottom lane. That's kind of a pity. Meanwhile, in the middle lane, oh wait, there's just harassment coming in.
Yep. So it seems like we are now seeing the Swiftblade at the top lane pullback here. Level 7 and all. And level 7 Revnor as well. And we have Glacius level 3 down south here. And Moraxus that just barely escaped death. And he was just so close. But if he dived a little bit more, he would definitely die there. Good stuff at the end of the day. And now it seems like top lane gang's gonna happen. There's a Ward of Wrath there in the back of lines there. So Witchler, nice militarization, good stun as well. Where's the follow-up? Tempest might just pull off the Element of Void here. If he goes invisible. Yes, he goes invisible, and there we go.
Yeah!
That's gonna explode. Alright, good
Definitely
Elemental Void.
necessary. Not sarcastic at all.
No, yeah, it's definitely needed. If not, he would have ran away. So, good stuff there by the Tempest. It's nothing big, probably 180 seconds plus of cooldown. But it's okay, it's not like as if they really need to push the top lane right now. They can do that without Elemental Void, that should still be okay. Seeing how Moon Queen will more likely, more or less not join the teamfight at top lane there. So here comes the El Diablo, taking up a stack of camps here, really well done.
Looks like it's not gonna be good for the Legion. They have a stack that is being stolen up by Leon, so really good movement capability here and there. So if he actually does, if he actually have ward on himself right now, it would have been the best because he can actually ward up in the behind the first tier defense tower at the bottom lane, and can actually pick off Glaciers in an instant. So, but while his HP is extremely low right now, his mana is extremely low as well. Top lane, meanwhile,
no, oh, he does have the root there, so he might be looking to use that.
Not entirely sure, but even if he does put down the root, Swiftblade does have Swift Slashes, so he can actually get off the root with Swift Slashes, just delaying a little bit much of delaying it. So passive gaming coming in from the Legion side, they aren't really doing anything at this point of time. As I can see right now, Revenor, not much items. He does have Blood Chalice. He's got a Steam Boots as well as an empty bottle. Witch Slayer, just normal boots in the middle lane. I don't think that they can get any kills as of now, and I don't think that they would want to like stick together as 5 and push, because that would just bring down the amount of experience and whatever leads they have at this point of time. So it's at this point of time, it's fine for them to stay whatever that they are doing right now and just gain more momentum until they've reached the peak the point where they can actually really get together and push.
Yep. So that's a 10 minutes in 2-2. 3k gold lead going to you made wrong opponents. They are still pretty okay. Here comes the Ice Imprisonment and probably going to be looking at a moon finale real soon. Morexa is going to run into the Cribs and the Cribs actually might just save the day. Here comes the Keeper. The Root's going to be used as well. He pops the ultimate trying to survive here. Lands the stun. Here comes the pot and El Diablo coming in from behind. Glacius takes a bit of a damage there. Might go down. Moon Queen goes down as well. And that's going to be a lot of a damage for Team Legion right now. Keeper goes invisible. They don't know that he is hiding right there. There is no dust of revelation whatsoever. And Keeper will pull back right now. So pretty good gaming there coming from Team Hellborn. At least the Morex's death was not, wasted. Tempest does have the Elemental Void in 25 seconds. So he needs to be really careful coming from behind. There goes the Pebbles. Stalagmite's going to connect there as well. Chuck looking for the right one. Revenor coming from behind. Now Keeper takes the fall first. Good comeback from the Revenor. Good stuff there from Hellborn. And here comes also the extra backup. Morex is going to join them a little bit later. Morex does not have the portal key, so he's going to take some time to walk there. Pebbles also going to walk in there. El Diablo lands the stun. Will he go in? That's the question. He goes in like that. Moon Queen, no moon finale. Now he uses it. Nicely done. And Morex is going to try and back out the El Diablo as well. And down goes Morex's big casualties coming out from Hellborn team there. 2 down already. And Revenant now going to try and run away. Might want to turn this around because of greed. And yes, he does go in like that. He picks up the kill. Nicely done. Engineer now going to try and chase. But maybe the same story is going to happen again in just the next 5 seconds. So El Diablo. This is the story of not chasing the devil.
Meanwhile, in the top lane, we do have Swiftblade trying to push the lane all the way in, but all in all, actually, I didn't think that Ravenor could have beefed up so much damage against the Legion team. I mean, like, they have like 1 and 2, 3, possibly, technically 3 paper heroes on the Legion team side.
The highest hero damage dealer right now, 22% and counting.
Yes, that's right. Surprisingly, Pebbles isn't doing much at all. He only have a bottle. Power supply, okay, questionable, but it's fine. As well as a steam boots for his team. But I don't really like power supply on the Pebbles because it kind of delays his portal key advancements, because he don't really need a power supply. All he really needs for his mana and HP replenishment is empty bottle. Unless meanwhile at the bottom lane we do have Keeper of the Forest being tackled down by Revenor, Tempest, as well as this Witch Layer. So these 3 of them, of course, will be able to get a kill onto Keeper of the Forest, easy peasy, due to the fact that, well, there's no trees around to save him, so no minions for him, and this could be the time for them to try to get a push in the middle lane. And item update, we do have a Revenor with the portal key, so that is important.
Yeah, definitely. You can jump in right now. More or less, it means that it is close to about 80% hit rate on his stun. And if that happens, it's probably going to be game over there. That said, we still have Moon Queen at about 370 GPM. So not too shabby kind of a farm. Kind of a little bit not too high, but still okay in general. Kind of average. 3-1-1 might be looking at something good. But that said, mid lane, the gang's going to happen. But also keeping used. And Tempest is invisible. Big Elemental Void, there we go, the 3-man Elemental Void with a nice stun as well, everything's still going on, and also big Witch Layer with the big Silver Bullet as well. Everybody's gonna pull back right now, not enough damage to go in to finish them up in general. Revenor is just not hitting hard as well. Morex's meanwhile manages to kill Moon Queen in the backup lines there. Might just go to the mid lane there. And Keg is gonna connect. Revenor not gonna sidestep that one there. Engineer is just so close to death. We'll pop the energy field. That is so devastating to Hellborn. They're all gonna pull back. Revenor takes too much of a beating, but here comes Morexus, pretty much full health. Takes down the Keeper. And War of the Minions here. Elemental Replicate versus Animated Trees there. They are all gonna pull a bit of time away from this push in the mid lane. The tier 1 is effectively gonna go down. Top lane, meanwhile, we still have Swiftblade. He didn't join the fight, guys.
So, middle lane will be destroyed by the Hellborn, definitely. Oh, meanwhile, at the same time, top lane actually was destroyed as well. So, this is the first time I've seen yMwo going so aggressively in 2 games straight in a row. It's only been 15 minutes. They've got 3, only 3 towers down, but it's pretty decent already. And they have got a very, very decent goal lead. 10,000 gold lead and 11,000 experience lead.
Yeah, it's good because they know they have to lock down the entire map for Team Hellborn first, so that at least Legion team, they don't have the space for Moon Queen to farm, and once you address that, Moon Queen is practically useless. Swipblade now gonna use Swift Slashes, a little bit wasted, will not get up the kill at the end of the day, and will pull back. That's a mid lane gank's gonna happen, and Kag is gonna connect there, and Engineer also gonna try to run away. Meanwhile, Revenant is gonna pull back, and Keeper will not use the root somehow because that's on cooldown, yes, of course. And we also got Pebbles without Portal Key. Pebbles actually farming really slow in this game. He still is kind of shy away, 1k shy away from the Portal Key thereabouts, and misses the stun, which they're all gonna pull back. Still dancing about. Oh, there we go. Revenant gonna jump in on Keeper. There's a wall of Rev there. We'll spot him up a little bit. And it will pull back. Meanwhile, down south, finally Moon Queen goes down. Swiftblade picks up the kill very easily. Revenant gonna be in ice imprisonment status there. We'll still continue to fight the Pebbles. That Pebbles gonna take a bit of damage. Meanwhile, Tempa is very close to death but will not die. Revenant just striking a lot of fear in the backup supply lines here. And everyone virtually just dying, dropping very quickly. There goes the Root. Keg is also gonna connect, and El Diablo gets addressed finally. So that's a pretty well run there for the Revenant on Team Hell one side.
So, Keeper of the Forest going home with very low HP. Tempest managed to get home with really low HP as well. Wait, he didn't even go home. He went to the top lane to get some kills and get some farm, as well as pushing a little bit more. And of course, with all that said, looks like things would be a little bit more passive for the time being, because the Legion team, they do not have root, and Hellborn, they do not have Elemental Void for the next 20 minutes, that is. So it's fine.
Yep, exactly. So 16 minutes in, 7 and 14 here. 12k goal lead for the entire Hellborn team. They are looking pretty damn awesome so far, and really it's about locking down the entire map. It's about locking down the Moon Queen, making sure the Moon Queen doesn't get a farm that she needs here, and so far they're doing it pretty well. I like to say that they're doing quite well, and if they can do a bit of a gang again, maybe when Tempest has the Elemental Void, that's about now, they can jump in very quickly and pick up a little bit more kills here. Swordblade really terrorizing the entire Legion lineup here at the top lane, but here comes support, and that's gonna be the Glacius that's hiding in the trees there.
Okay, so Moon Queen just trying to beef up as much as possible. As you can see, he's farming in the neutral camps, but currently being stolen by Keeper of the Forest. So the poor thing about the Legion team is that they don't have the core items. Okay, Legion team, Pebbles doesn't even have his portal key until the next 300 gold. That is. Moon Queen only have this weak. Okay, not weak. Only have this one Whispering Helm. Keeper of the Forest, only Ring of Sorcery. Glacius. Okay, I'm gonna call him off. Engineer, I'm gonna call him off as well. But pretty interesting to see that this engineer actually goes off to max out spider mines instead of getting his steam turrets as well as the keg. What do you think of that, man?
All right, hold that thought. There might be a gang happening here in mid lane. Okay, there is no portal key on Nyok there, but like you said, they're all kind of poor so far. And oh, there we go, gang happening already on the Keeper instead. It seems like there will be a use for the Wall of Wrath there. Silver Bullet also gonna be used, so down goes New York. Very easy stuff from Hellborn team, which they're providing a bit of a presence as the support even. So that is pretty clear evidence that the entire team is doing so well.
So back to the question, what do you think about the engineer with maxed out spider mines?
I think that's refreshing in a bad way. He should know that his main job in competitive play is always about the turret, so it's about the keg, about the energy fill. But this egg laying thing here called engineer is, nah, I just think that it's a bit of a problem here. He should have gone for keg, for turret. That would have dealt a little bit extra damage, but hold that thought because Ravenor is gonna get ganked so far. Might pull forth a bit of a stun, but still gonna run away and will get it done successfully. So the entire Legion team, even with the Pebbles combo, you see they cannot even kill a Ravenor. That is a big problem there. Meanwhile, back to engineer problem. Yes, the bad egg laying habit needs to stop. The spider mine's not gonna kill anything here. Come on.
Oh, you never know. It
Okay,
might
that's
be
7
assistance.
here in the mid lane. We'll see if they will kill anyone.
Yeah. Okay. Meanwhile, oh wait, there's actually a Skeleton King. There's a skeleton. Oh, meanwhile, actually, Pebbles actually got a kill onto Witch Slayer. But anyways, there is a Skeleton King, and oh wait, that is for Moon Queen. Never mind. I got excited for no reason. I thought that belonged to someone in the Hellbound or something. At least they can, if they know that there might be Spider-Man somewhere, they can actually use Skeleton Kings too.
No, actually Skeleton King is perfect because that's gonna be an automatic cancel on the Tempest there. So they need to be careful. While speaking about Tempest, is actually gonna pull a bit of action here in the mid lane. Minuano actually taking a bit of a damage, gonna try and pull back right now. Energy Field is still available for use if he wants to do that, but he gets stunned by Moraxis. Moraxis, great positioning there. An Engineer not gonna push off the ultimate there, will still die somehow. And Tempest gonna come in. Pebbles with a nice chuck and toss combo, great stuff there. And Tempest gonna take the fall as well, diving a little bit too deep there. Diablo missing the skills there, but here comes the Swift Slashes on the Surplay. Surplay gonna still spin a little bit. Pick up the kill on the Moon Queen, please. Yes, he gets it done. And Keeper nearly missing the root there. Now gonna use the root. And Surplay a little bit of trouble. Oh, Witcher takes a bit of the beating there from the bombs, and yes, down goes Witcher. At least the Spider Mine is gonna prove a little bit of effectiveness here. Double damage up on Revenant. Revenant gonna take a bit of a shock damage there, but will try and pull back. And Pebbles will not jump it further because he doesn't have that skill off cooldown. Still about 7 seconds plus. Gonna get a bit of a block here from the animated trees. Bad micro from the Keeper. And Diablo gonna pull back there. So that's Revenant for you guys. Pretty tanky and all. I really do blame the fact that they're jumping in too much. They think that they had the game in the bag, but really, you don't want to commit to ganks like this because that's just very squishy heroes in general. In deep within the Legion jungle, that's very easy for them to back up. At least make sure that you take down the tier 2 at the mid lane first before you do stuff like that.
So Revenor, he's got a Mighty Blade. So what do you think would be the next item? Would it be a frost? What's the word I'm looking for? Ice Brand, or would it be a
Jomina's Bane. Yeah, I like Jomina's Bane first. I also like Shrunken a lot, but Shrunken is not gonna save Moon Queen in the event that he gets pulled in by the Tempest. Shrunken on the flip side will save Revenor a lot because a lot of this damage from Team Legion is magical, so that's good stuff at least for Revenor.
Okay, back to the top lane. Moon Queen decimated by Revenor. Oh wait, might not happen. Yes, it's not gonna happen, unfortunately.
Keeper actually doesn't have the root.
Does he? Did he even see you, Keeper?
Yeah,
oh yeah,
he
of
saw
course
Keeper,
he did.
but
Of course he did.
yeah, Keeper kind of scared him out, and generally, I think it's lucky that they decided to call it off, because if Hellbound team just jumped in like that, if the Revenant went in like that, might have been pretty disastrous. That's it. Moraxis now will not pop the Arcane Shield in time. Gonna pop the stun though. Kang is gonna connect and fully charged soon. Will not stay there further because he knows he can't tank up this damage here. Will pull back, and Legion team on the flip side, they will always try and defend the mid lane because the mid lane is one of the most important tier 2s ever.
How about this? Revenor in the top lane trying to get some farms a little bit more one by one and try to push out a little bit more as well. While the rest of the team, as you can see, Witchslayer stacks up the ancient camps. Tempest is just running around, not sure what he's actually doing. Swiftblade trying to farm as much as possible to get his Dawnbringer ASAP. And of course, Moraxis doing what he really needs is to farm. So, taking a look at the GPM analysis, highest GPM will go to Swiftblade with 522 GPM, the same thing as previous game just now. A little bit more of a disappointment is Moraxis currently with 328 GPM, down at the bottom, right above only of Witchslayer. But overall, it's pretty decent to see that this Tempest is high above Moraxis in just about 10 GPM, but it still works. And there's a lot of gold, reliable gold for Hellbound that they can actually do. You see, Revenor have got 1,000 gold in his current bank right now, so he can. If I'm not wrong, all of them can buy back, but it doesn't really matter because what really matters right now is that they need to get their items up. Like, as you can see, Revenor, he got his Warhammer, so he's definitely gonna get his Shrunken Head. Once he gets Shrunken Head,
Oh, the jumping on the Keeper, that's gonna be used already, so Keeper on the floor is gonna take a bit of a damage right now. There is still no backup here. The first one's gonna come in the form of an Engineer, but that is just too slow and too far to save the Keeper. Keeper goes down, and that's gonna mean that there is no automatic counter over the next 40 seconds. This is a good sign to push the mid lane or bottom lane, any lane at all. Come on, Hellbound. You're gonna have to see the fact that they don't have the Keeper right now. And oh, Witcher, this is... I don't know, he was just being kind. He wanted to die, so he gave the goal to Team Legion a little bit there. So, I don't know, it's a kind donation there. Giving hope to Team Legion. Thereby the hope avatar.
Do you always want to do that?
No. Sounds awkward, but I know. But anyway, it's crazy. So they could have pushed. They could have gotten the Kongor. They could have done so much. But now that Keeper is back, 30 seconds. If they do realize that there's a Kong going on here, they might be able to jump there quickly. That's it. Shanol just decided to deny the top lane tier 1 there. So at least that's gonna prevent further amount of gold going for Team Legion side. And Moon Queen is kind of item stuck right now. Would love to see the Jomita's Bane being completed, or maybe even a Shrunken Head.
No idea why Moon Queen has been stuck throughout the whole time. He wasn't really picked off by Hellborn much, have he?
But he doesn't have the space to farm. Bottom lane is out of question for Moon Queen to farm. He cannot farm in the mid lane as well. If he goes in the Legion jungle, always to see either Moraxus or Witch there, or Tempest just being too nosy as well. So he can only farm in the Legion Ancient, which right now will have a ward of sight being watered up here and will expose this area as well. So he really doesn't have the space to get the money. And that's a problem for him.
Yeah. Okay, game is kind of back to the passive mode thing, and I think that Hellborn, they're just waiting for like a good time to actually catch someone in the Legion team, but they don't really have the wards that is required.
We can be sure.
That
there will be a push in the next few minutes. At least in the next 4 minutes, there will be a big push because of the token. They don't want to waste that for sure. We'll see. Okay, that was a fake one.
Bottom lane though, Glacial Blast onto Ravenor and Steam Turrets, and they're not. It doesn't seem like they're going to overcommit, so that's a good thing. I think that they just want to get the defense tower. I don't think that there is a need for them to dive in, but if they want to, I mean, why not? They have the lead. They have the lead.
Keeper doesn't have Portal Key. That's the problem here. He can't be an effective counter against a Tempest with Portal Key. He can't even jump into Initiate. And supposedly, the good news is Minuano has the Portal Key, which at least is going to provide some form of box-up mechanic in the team fight there. We'll see how far that will happen. That said, Swiftblade also have the Portal Key. And I actually find it surprising that this is the same Swiftblade as the first game, and they really like Portal Key on the Swiftblade here. So they're still gonna push the bottom lane here.
You do know that when you are on like Swift Slashes mode, you can actually use oh wait, hold on, we'll just hold that thought for a little bit. I'll give you my insights a little bit more.
Hold on, there goes the stun on Swiftblade. And they are going to pull back. Oh, there goes the Swift Slasher is going to be used on Moon Queen. Nice Swift Slasher is going to be happening there as well. And the stun coming in from the Pebbles is going to completely miss. Meanwhile, Ravenor going to try and jump on the Keeper. Glacius makes someone into an ice statue. That's the Swiftblade there. Takes a bit of a beating. Bashalip's going to be really used here. Engineer comes in, uses the energy field. Well done, grip positioning. There goes the Keg, and it's a perfect Keg. Down goes the Witchler as well. And Moraxus just soaking up most of this damage here will also take the fall. Meanwhile, his teammates, specifically the Ravenor as well as the Tempest, will have to call it quits and will cancel the push right now. Actually, still gonna jump in here on the Glacius. Might take up this kill first. But Glacius, nice push book there, might just die, and there goes the four-man hole! This is crazy! No one is able to kill them because there is no damage token being used here. Ravenor might come back, he comes back, and the Chuck, further damage on Tempest. Tempest getting a bit of a wall in from the Engineer. Meanwhile, Ravenor punishing the Pebbles, and Pebbles goes down. Tempest dies as well. Keeper might just die, goes invisible, hide in the trees there, no one can see them. Meanwhile, Ravenor still going ham on Engineer, and here comes Pebbles buyback, the Chuck gonna be used as well. What a big team fight there, a little bit slow from the Tempest, but good stuff. 4 for 3 or so kind of exchange so far. Both sides, well done.
So really nice commitment coming in from the Hellborn side, although a little bit more of an over commitment over there. They didn't really get the objective of getting the defense tower as well as the barracks, but well, they did show like oh, we are superior. We can even fight with you close to your fountain. So we are strong. But I don't think that they really need that statement. They just needed the defense tower and the barracks. But all in all, the Legion team did a pretty good job in defending the tower and managed to drag the game out a lot longer.
Yeah, well, really, the big save there is the engineer. The engineer with the energy field. It forced the disengage from help on team. They know that they're not going to jump in or stuff like that. And really, it's about the fact that they really overcommitted. I blame Swiftblade, I blame Channel because he jumped in like that, Swift slashes just like that, and was not able to run up because of that. He pulled in the Moraxus as well as the Witch Slayer to try and back him up there. But once they went in, it's complete steamroll, complete meltdown. Moon Queen, Moon Finale, everything was used in that instant just to make sure that they cannot come alive. And when the rest of Team Legion tried to punish Team Hellborn, it was a good comeback effort by them to at least make sure that the Element of Void went off on time and make sure that at least, you know, the token was wasted at the end, I know, but at least they were able to pick up some kills there. And right now, Hellborn, they are no longer in a clear lead because we have the Moon Queen with Shrunken Head. So the plan to block out the farm actually kind of failed here. And Moon Queen is just going to start getting fatter and fatter. It's going to be up to the Swiftblade to at least make sure that they can win this late game, or they have to push right now.
How about Revenant though?
Revenor will be a bit of a problem, but will not be the main problem because Moon Queen can always outdamage Revenor very easily. She does have the Shrunken Edge. She blocks out most of this magical damage from his ultimate as well as the Stormblaze there, so that there is not much of a problem for him. As well as the fact that you've got Pebbles that is so far doing so much work with the push book, with the Tablet of Command, as well as the Portal Key. So good stuff there on Team Legion. They have this synergy going, and like I said, man, Seafood Gaming, I don't see how they can clearly lose this game unless they make a big mistake.
Okay, yeah, technically, I will second that as well. But as you can see, the Hellborn, they are stationing themselves at the bottom lane as well again, and all of them do have their ultimate, so they can actually commit into a full out big clash and try to redeem themselves and try to destroy everyone in the Legion team and eventually bring down the defense tower. But it's gonna be up to how Legion team is going to react to that. Looks like they are going to fall back for now. Our Witch Slayer is back at the top lane while Moon Queen was actually having a farming spree at the top lane. I like how they are actually putting 4 men, all the 4 men is at the bottom lane to defend, and like the very usual thing is to let your carries like farm all the way and just push one lane and kind of force the Hellborn to really disengage from the original plan that they have. So yeah, so it really is up to Time Attack at this point of time. They really just need his Moon Queen to get his Geometer's Bane, and once he gets that, I'm pretty sure that he should be able to do a lot more damage against the whole entire Hellborn.
Yeah, well, generally this is creating space. Legion team is making sure that at least Moon Queen can farm, and Hellborn team, yes, they still have the figurative lead here, but if you really pit the Moon Queen against that of the Revenor or Swiftblade, there might be a different story there. And speaking of which, Swiftblade did pick up the Dawnbringer as well as a Slayer, so this Swiftblade really is farming larger than life. You're looking at him at 570 GPM and a different level as compared to everyone else in his game. So he's doing pretty good work in his game so far. But can he keep up that kind of a performance against the Moon Queen? That is the real question. Moon Queen is looking for Geometer's Bane. Once she gets that up, it's pretty clear that TSK here is definitely not gonna lose in the fight against the Swiftblade.
Hellborn might be waiting for the revival of Kongor, and eventually, oh wait, looks like we have the Shrunken Head coming in from Tempest, so nothing's gonna stop him now.
Yeah, except for a Skeleton King.
Damn it.
And the root from the Keeper as well, just saying. But really, Keeper doesn't have the mobility required to stop this Tempest. He doesn't have the Portal Key. He needs to get a Portal Key. That's something he needs, for sure. No questions asked. Because there is a Tempest here. So, hold that thought, because again, Swiftblade using that Portal Key goes in to pick up the kill on Engineer. Sorry, Engineer goes down very easily. And because of that, they might lose one big boxer mechanic here. There is always the buyback, but will he use it? That's the question.
Will he use it? That is the question. And I'm pretty sure that the Hellbody can actually bring down the defense tower, and all of these spider mines are gonna be completely useless, that's for sure.
Yeah,
and meanwhile, top lane, actually Sweetblade got a kill on the Moon Queen. He does have one buyback. He can do one buyback. So, oh wow!
Yep, that's why mine's not gonna kill anything today. That's it, they're gonna push the mid lane, and Swiftblade again gonna just portal key in like that, and Tempest with the 2-man element avoid, 3-man in fact, with the Kek here, and he's still gonna go for more, not able to do much of anything. That's it, Moraxis takes the fall pretty easily, but Moon Queen, the whole team is in jeopardy. Their Ravenor goes in really tough, and it's good stuff. Pebbles is able to pull back here, and there is the buyback. That is gonna happen there on Minuano, but that's not gonna really be effective here. He doesn't have the mana for anything, as Lagman's gonna connect as well. The chuck and the stun from Moraxis will save Tempest for a while, but is it gonna be enough? And Tempest lands the most irritating stun in the game here so far, and Pebbles gonna try to run away, will get it done, and the whole Legion team will still hold the line against the Hellborn team. Good effort on both sides, but 3-4-3 exchange, it seems like a pretty fair match.
Well, that was unexpected. I actually thought the Hellborn actually got the hang of that clash, but nope. At least they got the whole team except for Pebbles, but it's sort of counted because they actually got a kill onto Moon Queen as well. So they actually killed Moon Queen twice. They made Pebbles buyback once. They made Moon Queen buyback once as well. And oh wait, Engineer has been bought back as well. So actually, that was a complete win for Hellborn. Wow.
Yeah, it's on paper it looks fantastic. Now they slow down the Moon Queen a little bit, but like I said, if Moon Queen had the Geometer's Bane, this game is definitely swinging in favor for Seafood Gaming. But she doesn't have that, and she needs a little bit more money to make that happen there. Meanwhile, Hellborn team, you can see that Ravenor is just dealing a lot of damage there because of the lack of the Shrunkenet on Moon Queen during that engagement there. She did use it a little bit early, that's why it wasn't really effective, but that's fine. And that said, we might just see the Swiftblade picking up a Savage Mace first hand. And once that's done, yeah, this game will still go ultimately to the richest player or team. It doesn't seem like it's gonna break that tradition so far.
Okay, so like I said, they're going to wait for the Kongor. In this case, the Kongor is up. They can get a kill on the Kongor, and of course, one person is gonna get the token of life. I suspect it would be Ravenor. He will be gifting his bottle away to one of the supports, I suppose. And
nope, it's Swiftblade.
Oh, it's Swiftblade. Okay,
yep. It's about time to let the real carry take the token, because Ravenor, yes, he can be considered as a carry, but isn't really that good a carry as compared to that of Swiftblade, because he does magical damage at the end of the day. So giving Swiftblade that makes sure at least, and plus the fact that Swiftblade really likes to jump so much, so it's good to give him that, at least that when he dies, the team can back him up. We'll see how this is gonna end, but 26k gold for Hellborn team. Legion team, they are still very far from the much needed Geometer's Bane on the Moon Queen, as well as the fact that your Pebbles is item stuck. The Keeper is more than item stuck, he is just stuck with his life.
wow. So Hellborn is finally taking a final push. It will be the final clash, I suppose. So waiting for the epic coming in. We have the turret, we have the moonbeam right onto the Swiftblade, and of course the Kek's not going to land onto anything except for replicates. And take a look at an insane amount of damage from the Savage Mace, and they got the final Moon Finale coming in from Moon Queen, and we have the Swift Slashes right on the Moon Queen, gets the kill, and that's the hat trick coming in for Swiftblade. He's gonna revive. We have the auto coming in from Q4, as well as a triple man black hole, as in, I mean the element of void, but doesn't really matter. We have the Moon Queen buying back over here. We do have Ravenor going in for the ball lightning. However, he's just going to bring himself out of the place, and they will get the defense tower in the middle lane. Pebbles goes in, gets the toss down, he runs away, they get the kill on Moon Queen at this very instant. They're going for the medium break as the final time. Will they be able to get this kill? Will they be able to get a kill on the Keeper of Frost? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe, I'm not entirely sure about that. But yes, that would be the kill. Ball lightning onto Pebbles. They are going to run away at this point of time. Pebbles is proved to be a little bit too tanky for them. Moraxis pops out the golden armor. And of course, Pebbles runs back to the fountain and gets himself a lot more HP back. The middle has been completely raxed out. Now it's going to be left with the bottom lane defense tower as well as the top lane defense tower. A lot of overcommitments coming from the Legion side. A lot of buybacks. Our Pebbles, our Moon Queen, as well as Engineer have no buybacks left. The next clash most probably will be the final one.
Yeah, it will be the final one, for sure. It does look like Hellborn team's gonna have a pretty good lead so far in this game. And Legion team on the flip side, they already lost the mid lane. They Really just bad engagement sense there. You know that they have the token of life. You don't want to try and provide that kind of a space. Engineer was not able to provide good space with his energy field. That is the biggest problem, I feel. And you know that this late in this game, most of the players already have shrunken heads. So even if you provide good energy field, it's not really going to do much of anything there. We also see a very interesting Mystic stuff pickup there by the Tempest. So it might be a Cooldraw Shipstick that's coming in next. Meanwhile, Swiftblade, nothing seems to stop him here. He is picking up even more damage as we speak. So I hope that, well, I hope that everyone knows for sure that this game is more or less over.
Look at the gold deficit. It's 35,000 and 41,000. 35,000 gold and 41,000 experience. So I'm pretty sure that that's game right there. The Hellborn made the Legion buy back so many times before even the first Rex came out. That's how desperate that the Legion wanted to keep their Rex. But even how desperate that they were, they managed to hold out the Hellborn for very long, which is very good indeed. But the carry, which is only Moon Queen, did not manage to get the item that he needed at this point of time because he's only at 328 GPM in 40 minutes. It's not enough. The Legion did hold out really well, but Moon Queen wasn't able to out carry what Swiftblade really is right now.
Yeah, Swiftblade even bought Beamer's Hut, so that's like, ooh, that's like so much health on that guy there. He is gonna be even thicker than everyone on Team Legion side. And I think as in every single one of them, not all of them combined. Come on, no one can beat that tank. So I think that they can really just group up and end this game. But they are still really taking it slow. And you know, they know that Swiftblade might be prone to more mistakes and stuff like that. They are calling for a pause even. Might be to do a bit of a dance. Seeing how this is the first time they will win a series in the MSHL. Okay, no, it's just because of a timeout. That's fine.
We're just gonna have to wait for the game to come back. Kiyik playing as this Moraxis does have 4.2 thousand gold. Okay. I'm not entirely sure if he wants to expand all of his gold onto more protectorates, but I would advise him to actually spend it all, since Swiftblade have like Behemoth's Heart. He have got like so much damage incoming, like the Dawnbringer. He has got Powder Key for the ultimate initiation that actually can bring down Moon Queen in a flash. So why not just beef up Moraxis even more with that 4.2 thousand gold that he have right now, and probably get something for the whole team? Like, I do not know. I do not know what could be the good item for Moraxis to pick actually.
I think they might want to go for the magical extra bubble there.
Magical Astral Bubble?
Yeah, Shaman Hadris.
Oh,
Next
right.
level. What's
Right.
that called? Let me just check.
It's Barrel Idol.
Oh yeah, Barrel Idol. Yeah, that's right. That will at least provide substantial, I don't know, defense. You might even want to go for Soul's Bulwark if he thinks that the Moon Queen's gonna deal a lot of damage there. But that's clearly not gonna be the case, because I know that Hellborn team is able to at least provide good ganks, and you can definitely ban Revenor. Revenor might be going for Nullstone as well. He does already have the Demonic Breastplate, which is why Soul's Bulwark will not be needed. And yeah, or maybe even just the simple, you know, Barb Armor for Moraxis.
Barb Armor, huh?
If he really wants to go tank, he might also want to go for Beamer. So I mean, there's just a lot of items that you can pick up here.
I won't really recommend Barbed Armor at this point of time, because let's see. Moon Queen may actually dish out the Moon Finale, but if they are actually gonna send Swiftblade in for the Swift Slashes first, it would be best to eliminate Moon Queen as much as possible, because the only thing that most probably the only thing that would like how do I say it? The only thing that can really touch Morax's at this point of time is AoE spells, which is Moon Queen's Moon Finale, and Keeper of Forest Roots doesn't deal a lot of damage. So Bob Armor doesn't really do a lot of job at this point of time. The only ones that's doing a lot of damage, I gotta admit, is Moon Queen as well as Pebbles. So might as well get something that can stop all the damage coming in from Pebbles.
Exactly. So now we are gonna see a bit of a bottom lane push. I think they know that enough is enough. They're gonna try and finish up this entire series here. So everybody's gonna try and push the bottom lane, and as much as possible. It's 22-34, and HoN team seems to be in a very good lead. Moon Queen, like I said, is item stuck. Same goes for Pebbles, and everyone else there. They just don't have enough to make sure that they can fight this team fight here. 42 minutes in, 37,000 gold lead for HoN team. Tempest is a key hero. If they can pick up this Tempest somehow, they might find some space in this next team fight. We'll see if the Glacius can effectively stop that. He does have half the duration left on his invisibility. And Swiblet again jumps the line, picks up the Moon Queen easily. We'll try and pick up the Pebbles as well, but we'll now try and spin his way back here. Might pick up Glacius as well. Glacius goes down. That's 2 men down already.
Nice.
And Morexus, nothing can do. Energy field gonna be used there. Engineer as well. El Diablo missing the stun, but not enough. It's okay. Now the energy field, no one cares about it. You know he can defeat the energy field, but that's okay. There goes again the Elemental Void. And Pebbles, the last line of defense, is also gonna go down. They're gonna call it GG, well played, and you meet wrong opponent, gonna win the series here. So well done to them. Good game.
Good game. This, if I'm not wrong, this is probably the first time that I've seen Humid Row opponents winning 2 games in a row. Of course, it's a really good advancement from the team, and it's really nice to see how Shanal played his Swift Blade so well that carried the team from the first to the second.
Yeah, well done.